All right, let's dive into something that's a huge deal for businesses right now. We're going to look at Rinoova, a platform that's built to solve one of the biggest headaches out there. How do you get all your existing data, all your current systems, to actually talk to the new world of AI? Let's see how they pull it off.
So let's just start with the big question, the one that's probably on your mind already. Is your company's data really ready for AI? You know, you can have the smartest AI models and tons of valuable data, but if they can't communicate, what's the point?
And that brings us to what you could call the AI integration dilemma. It's this fundamental clash between the technology we've relied on for years and the amazing AI tools that are here today.
Okay, so here's the deal. For years, all your most important stuff, your customer data, your products, your internal tools, it's all been sitting behind REST APIs. And look, they're great. They're stable, they're everywhere, but they were never built to have a conversation. They need very specific, rigid commands. AI agents, though, they operate on natural language, on context. It's like they're speaking two completely different languages.
So how do you fix that? How do you build a bridge between those two worlds without having to tear down everything you've already built? Well, that's exactly where Rinoova comes in, positioning itself as the no-code bridge.
And here is the core promise, plain and simple. Rinoova is designed to connect all that existing infrastructure you have directly to these modern AI agents. And here's the best part, you can do it all without writing a single line of code.
How does it do it? Well, it creates something called a Model Context Protocol Server, or MCP for short. Honestly, the easiest way to think about an MCP server is like a universal translator. It's a new standard that takes all your API info and reshapes it into a format that AI agents just get. They can understand it, they can talk to it, and the best part is Rinoova builds this entire thing for you.
Okay, that sounds great in the theory, but what does it actually look like to use it? Let's walk through the 5 simple steps it takes to turn one of those old-school APIs into an AI-ready server. And to make this really hit home, let's use a real-world example. Let's say we want to connect our company's Salesforce API to a custom AI sales assistant. The dream, right? Our sales team could just ask things like, hey, what's the latest on the Acme Corp deal? And get a perfect answer instantly.
So this is the whole process, the entire roadmap from start to finish. We're going to import the API, refine which tools the AI can actually use, build the server, deploy it to the cloud, and then finally connect it to our agent. Let's take a quick look at each one.
First up, step 1, import. And really, this could not be easier. If you have an OpenAPI spec file, which is pretty standard for APIs these days, you just upload it. That's it. Rinoova instantly reads it and understands your entire data structure, all the endpoints, everything. Next, we're on to step 2, refine. This is where you get to be the boss. Using a really intuitive visual editor, you decide exactly which parts of your API the AI can touch. You can flip switches to turn endpoints on or off. You can rewrite descriptions to be more clear for the AI. You have total granular control. Now, step 3 is where the magic happens. Build. You click one button, and Rinoova automatically generates a complete production-ready MCP server. Think about all that complicated glue code that developers would normally spend weeks writing. Yeah, that's just handled for you in seconds. Step 4, deployment. And again, it's just one click. You push your server live to a secure and globally distributed cloud infrastructure. No worrying about server configs or management. It just works.
And that brings us to the final step, number 5, connect. Your server is live. It's ready to go. You just grab the link and plug it into your favorite AI agent platform, maybe something you built with OpenAI. And just like that, the loop is closed. Our AI sales assistant is connected to Salesforce, ready to go.
So, okay, the process is obviously simple, it's fast. But you might be wondering, is it actually robust enough for a real business? Can it handle enterprise needs? The short answer is yes, absolutely. It was designed from the ground up for power and security. Yeah, this isn't just a simple little tool. It's a full-on enterprise-grade platform. It's all running on Google Cloud's global infrastructure, for one. Every single server you deploy runs in its own secure, isolated environment. It's also built for teams, so you have shared workspaces and version control. And of course, you get a dashboard with real-time metrics so you can see exactly what's going on. So if all this sounds interesting and you're thinking you might want to give it a spin, you can actually get started right now, today, for free. That's right. The starter plan costs exactly €0 per month. It's designed so that anyone, from a single developer to a small team, can jump in and start building real, useful things without having to pay a thing.
So what do you actually get with that free plan? Well, you can build one MCP server, manage 2 different versions of it, have one of them deployed live, and handle up to 1,000 requests every single month. That is more than enough to build and test out a powerful tool, just like that Salesforce AI assistant we were talking about.
And that really brings our little tour of Rinoova to a close. It's a seriously powerful no-code way to solve one of the biggest problems in AI right now. So I guess the only question left to ask is this. Now that a bridge like this is possible, what old-school system, what legacy infrastructure will you connect first?